YouTube? What is going on, guys? Very excited for today's vlog, the first full video for the channel. Super excited and super stoked to show you some awesome travel hacks that I use to stay fit, to stay on track with my nutrition, the things that I bring, how I pack it, and kind of how I plan on traveling for work. Because honestly, this next week, I don't even know if it's a week-long trip. I don't know if it's gonna be a 10-day trip. And the other thing is I don't even know my hours. I could be working overnights, I could be working during the day, and I'll kind of show you guys how I get around that and how I kind of plan for it, even though it's so chaotic. We're gonna head to the gym now, get a full body workout before we hit this red-eye flight tonight, and yeah, stay tuned.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Morning. Just finished up what I usually do, 15-minute warm up on the treadmill, 12 incline, 3 speed, get the heart rate going, get into it. We have a full body workout today provided by today's sponsor, ChatGPT. Just kidding. But no, actually I have been following ChatGPT full body workouts for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This is week 4. So let's jump into it. Oh, fuck, come on. Starting off today, 5 sets of 5 squats, heavy, slow and controlled. All right, next up we have incline bench press with dumbbells, 4x8 with rest pause, 10 seconds, 2 times. So we're gonna pick a weight, probably around 65, 75 pounds. All right, let's just say your gym doesn't have a seated cable row. Well, we reinvent the wheel. A couple D-ring handles and a cable machine. Set up your bench and really let that lat extend. Pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 4 sets of 10 each arm. Really feel that elbow come to your hip. All right, we're doing 3 sets of 15 with 2 drop sets, leg extension. You wanna get the seat as far back as you possibly can, and then squeeze up, nice, slow and controlled. This is one of those exercises that you gotta check your ego at the door, because a lot of people you'll see doing this and just jerking the weight up. You wanna be slow. Really push that muscle tissue. Feel that burn. All right, next up we have this Legend Fitness standing lateral raise here. 3 sets of 15. This is my last set, let's get it. As you can tell, I'm elevated here, standing up to get a little bit more isolation on my shoulders. Slow and controlled again. Feel that burn. Really focusing on like pouring a teacup out. We're burning. All right, next up we have a cable tricep overhead extension. These are kind of weird. Always weird trying to get into the right position. It's kind of sometimes hard on the shoulders, especially after we just did lateral raises there. But you're gonna pull, come around. Try to focus on not flaring those elbows. 3x12. And then coming out of this, kind of want to step out and then come back around. Get it back on the ground. 3 sets of 12. All right, 3x10, slow, controlled reps. As you can tell, I'm going real slow in the negative, all the way extended out. Last rep, 10. we're done. All right, we just finished up that workout. It took just over an hour. Obviously, this first time back filming in the gym. Shout out to my fiance for helping me out with that. Appreciate it. This is another thing that I've been doing that most people probably wouldn't show or don't talk about, is the benefits of the sauna. I like to sit in here for about half an hour after every workout, no more than 30 minutes. This is an infrared sauna. Today we're here at Empire. Usually I go down to the other gym, which is just a typical regular sauna that gets 200 degrees. This gets to about 145. 30 minutes in here, we're gonna sweat it out. All right, just finished up in the sauna. Did about 35 minutes. It was still kind of heating up, so kind of one of those things. Sometimes I'll go over 30 in an infrared sauna. In a traditional, if it's 200 degrees or 190, 30 minutes max, that is it. We're gonna head home, make my usual breakfast. I'm the kind of person that can kind of eat the same thing every day. So let's show you what's for breakfast. All right, so this has been my go-to breakfast pretty much every morning. 3 ounces of Bison 90-10, 2 whole eggs, half a cup of egg whites. I like the egg beaters more than traditional egg whites. It just makes me think mentally that I'm actually eating real eggs. We got some spinach, and this is the kicker here. This right here is the absolute best kimchi you can get. I don't track this. I just kind of just go with it. It's just cabbage fermented. It's a Korean thing. If you didn't know, I am Korean. Macros on this, 349 calories, 42.6 grams of protein, 0 carb essentially, unless you want to count the spinach and the cabbage, which I personally do not, and 18.2 grams of fat. So this is my usual breakfast. This is what I try to eat when I'm home. Obviously, while I'm on the road this week, we will see what we can eat. But for now, this is breakfast. Forgot to give you guys like, yeah, a little bit of something, but perfect every single time. All right, it's time to get packing, guys. I'm here to show you some tips and tricks, what I use, what I bring with me, what I think is helpful, what I kind of leave out, and everything else in between. So let's get to it. So first off, probably the biggest thing that I have to say, packing cubes. Now I started using packing cubes probably about 8-9 years ago, and they just keep everything nice and condensed. So I have like all my shorts in this one, all of my underwear, socks, stuff like that in this one, and all my shirts in this big, large one. I just think it makes it a lot easier to kind of keep everything really well organized. And obviously when you unpack, you can just quickly grab the bag and you know exactly what's in it. Now the next thing that I always bring is kind of this sash bag, and this is my gym bag. Now I usually have like a duffel, but obviously I don't want to bring a duffel on a 3-day trip, a week-long trip. If it was like over 2 weeks, maybe I might bring a bigger bag, but this kind of fits everything. My gym shoes, any of my headbands, my camera selfie stick for when I'm doing any videoing by myself. And I also do put my headphones in here, my workout headphones. Sometimes I'll put that in my carry-on bag just so in case this bag does get lost or delayed, I have my headphones, I can still go work out. But it's kind of one of those things lately, I haven't had any issues, so I kind of keep my headphones in here and my lock. Always bring a lock. I think it's really important so you can lock up your stuff at the gym. Some gyms have the dial lock, some of them don't, so it's good to just bring one, keep it in this bag. So good to go. Next up is a great dollop bag. I think that's important to keep all your toiletries together. This is a Cotopaxi bag. I've had this for a few years. Works really well. Honestly, I just like all the compartments. That's kind of the bigger thing here, is keeping everything nice and organized. I put my air tag on here as well so that I can keep track of where my bag is at. I think these things are clutch. Definitely grab one of these. Next up is a plastic bag here. I kind of keep all of my shampoo, conditioner, lotions, body wash, contact solution, face wash, all that sort of stuff in one of these, so that if anything explodes, which hopefully it doesn't, it can obviously just stay in here. I have had many instances where stuff will explode out and it just gets everywhere. You got to clean your bag. It's a whole pain in the butt. The other thing that I've got that I think are kind of cool, kind of silly, but these little, you guys can see it here. There you go. These little like condom type things, and they're basically just silicone wraps that basically keep the top lids from popping open. I have found those to come in very, very clutch. Okay, so next up are some things that you can obviously tailor how you see fit. If you're doing a 3-day trip or a week-long trip, it kind of depends. I like to bring seasoning. I bought this last time I was on the road. I am going to tape this up so that it does not go everywhere in my bag, but the hotel that I'm staying in, Homewood Suites, does have a kitchenette in it, so I am going to be able to do some meal prepping this week while I'm in North Carolina. The scale, okay? This one's sometimes I will take, sometimes I won't. I would say more often than not I won't, but because I'm returning to North Carolina, because I know I'm going to have a kitchenette, because I know I'm going to meal prep and I'm bringing seasoning, I am going to bring this so that I can weigh out my meats, any sort of food, veggies, those sort of things. I do think it's important to weigh your food. I know it's really like tedious, it's really annoying, but honestly, it's the only way you can really understand like what you're eating and how many calories you're really intaking. It's about being consistently inconsistent, so I think there's times where like this can be a little bit overboard. And also at the same time, since we just start getting back onto the diet, I think it is important to bring this. So we are gonna pack this. Now, this is one where like you could just bring the bottles of your supplements, your multivitamin, your joint health, your magnesium, your sleep aid, whatever you have or whatever you're taking. I personally like to put them into Ziploc bags. I think it's a little bit easier and obviously condenses size, and that is a big thing for me, is condensing everything as small as possible. I also pack my creatine. I just label it creatine here. It's a bag of white powder, but you know, you guys get the point. 5 grams of that every day, and then I double bag it so that it stays inside a bag, so that if anything does open up, you know, obviously it stays within here. And then I have my little kind of pill box here, arrows up. I've messed that up a few times and opened this, but basically this is my Monday through or Sunday through Saturday multivitamin, joint health, and omega-3s. Yeah, fish oils once a day. So kind of keeps everything nice and easy. If I'm obviously doing a trip that's, I know, less than a week, I'll just bring this. Don't have to bring all these. But because this is over a week and potentially longer, hopefully not, yeah, we're gonna bring some extras. Next up, I'm kind of talking about the supplements that I'm kind of taking as well, I guess. But, you know, obviously I take a lot of different things. I'm taking right now the Caged Organic Greens Apple Cinnamon, and then I'm taking this fiber supplement as well. I take 1 scoop of each in the mornings, and overall just kind of health and wellness. But I do pack, typically I will just again use the Ziploc bags, but in this case, because I am going to be gone a little bit longer, more than 3 to 5 days, I'm going to bring the whole tubs just in case I need more, and obviously I'm going to be gone for a week. All right, these 2 items I think are really crucial. These are like hands down, I am not forgetting them, or if I do forget them, I'm probably going to buy another one when I'm on the road. Shaker cup. Doesn't matter, it can be cheap, can be fancy, whatever you want it to be. Personally, I just like the cheap plastic ones. Just makes it easy in case I lose it, or in case I want to throw it away, or it gets left in a car and then it gets disgusting. I can just toss it. I think the plastic ones are easy. The metal ones are obviously really nice, but they do way more. If you are under a weight constraint, like, you'd want to just take the plastic one. You can also put your supplements in here as well. It's a really good idea. I also bring my Yeti coffee cup just so that if I'm on the road, I can grab quick coffee, and I think it's really cool to have this. You know, again, this is a little heavier. You don't necessarily have to carry it, but I do think it's important to have. And last up, we have the Gorilla Mode Lightning, okay? This is the pre-workout I am currently taking. I'll be honest with you, this is the mouth-watering watermelon. I'm not the biggest fan of this flavor. I did have their other flavor and was a big fan of that one, but We're gonna bring the whole tub just because I don't actually do 1 scoop or 2 scoops. I do kind of right in the middle of it. I do about 30, 31 grams, as you guys saw in the video earlier. 1 scoop is actually 19.3 grams and 2 scoops is 38.6. So I just bring the whole tub. You can measure this out and put it in plastic bags, do that whole thing. But honestly, sometimes it's just easier for me to just bring the whole tub, especially when I don't know how long I'm gonna be. So that's pretty much it. That's how I kind of pack my bag. I do bring a backpack, and that's where I carry the camera equipment, my laptops, yes, plural laptop. As well with that, I do bring my tool case, and that's kind of it. I check those tools, check this bag, and get on my way. So we're heading out to North Carolina, as mentioned. We are doing a red-eye flight, which is not the most ideal, but given the circumstances that I'm flying into Raleigh, not Raleigh, as I've been told. Raleigh, we got to drive 2.5 hours out to Greensburg, and that is where we're going to be for the next week. Whew. I tell you, it's always a day. It's a first today when you go out to dinner and then you come to the airport, and right before you have to throw up because whatever you ate did not settle well. But we're here at the airport. I hope you guys got some tips out of the things that I like to bring with me. I also bring my half-gallon jug here with me. This thing is probably like 75 pounds. The other thing I forgot to show you that I do pack is my scale. That is kind of like if I'm on plan, quote unquote, then I'll pack the scale. But aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.